Hello, welcome to YOGUE. If you haven't yet, turn off your phone, which I didn't, but hopefully it doesn't ring and we can be focused here. Even if something happens, we're gonna stay in our body. So I want you to pause. You can be laying down or sitting for this little breath meditation. And you can put your hands on your belly and your heart. Close your eyes if you want to. Have a deep breath in, sigh it out. Noticing where there's tension. Another deep breath in. Letting it go. Noticing where there's stability. Where's the weight going? Is it going into your seat? Breathing. Another deep breath out. Do you notice the weight more on the right sitting bone or the left sitting bone? And then take a moment to notice which shin is crossed in front. I find usually the leg that's in front, that side of my butt is a little heavier in my seat. But it could always be different. And then notice, is your breath strong? Is it soft? Is it jagged? Is it smooth? And how does the rhythm of your breath correspond to the rhythm of your thoughts? Let's bring our hands together in prayer. May this movement practice help us process. May it help us come back to ourselves and set us up to be embodied today. Have a little extra exhale. Have a breath out after you finish your breath. So you keep exhaling even more than you think you can. Bowing to the light inside the heart. Your heart. Gently lift the chin and face, release the hands. And let's start with child's pose. And I'd like you to have a blanket to put your hands up on. So I have 2 folded blankets. You could have one rolled blanket, or you could have something else that just kind of lifts your arms. And then place your head down, forehead down. If your knees hurt, you can be more up, or you could put something under your butt. But if you can, try to bring your butt to your heels and get your forehead moving towards the ground. Soft, slow breath through the nose. Arriving here. Gathering your attention inside the body. Coming on up. If you have socks on, I invite you to take them off. We're going to do downward facing dog now. So push the blankets off if you had them, and then be on hands and knees. Hands and knees in line, so not too wide, not too tight. Hands about shoulders distance apart. Tuck the toes under. Up and away we go. Sitting bones are up. Move the torso back towards the legs. Lift the fronts of the legs long so that you start to straighten out through the backs of the knees if possible. And then let the head hang. If it's hard for you to get your legs straight, bend your knees as much as you need to keep your butt up. So really feel like you have a tail, and the tail is pointing up and back, up to the ceiling. So you have that little tilt of your pelvis. And then dangle the head. Yes, no with the neck, maybe a flutter. Disrupting patterns of tension as we breathe and as we circulate energy through these different shapes. One more round of breath here in down dog. Everything is elongating, awakening. come on down to your hands and knees. And if you have bricks handy, grab them. Step your right foot forward and your left leg back into a lunge. So you can have your hands on bricks, maybe even a little higher. Did the back leg slump down here? Could you energize the back thigh, but could you drop the front thigh bone down? And can you just play with that? Alignment often has to do with two opposing actions happening at the same time. How's your neck? Is your head really heavy and hanging down? Or can you find a line from the back of your tailbone through your spine, through the crown of your head? And then how's your breath? Can you still breathe? Are you still alive here? Hopefully. Take your left hand down and take the right hand to the front thigh and start to revolve your torso and then reach up and away. So twisting the top arm, twisting the belly. Come down, step back to downward facing dog. Can you have a sense that your upper arm bones plug into the shoulders and that the shoulders firm behind the ribs and that there's an elongation of the front of the spine and that the head is emptying itself out? Lift your heels, look forward, hop between your thumbs or step. Come to your bricks and have a very long, flat back like a table. Can your buttocks have a little bit of a lift and like the low back have a little tilt so that you're not so much like curling the tailbone and the butt down, but your sort of low back has a little bit of a concavity. Step the right leg back. You're going to be in your lunge. Is the back thigh sinking? Can you lift up the back thigh as you drop the front thigh a little deeper? Are you feeling something? Are you feeling here? Oh my God. Put your right hand down, take your left hand to your hip. Now that you're feeling here, can you actually do this? Top arm up. Can you do this without trying to get anywhere? It's so like counterintuitive and funny to be doing something like yoga, but not even trying to get anywhere. Downward facing dog. Could you kind of show up and breathe and be present without needing to achieve something? Hop or step forward. Lengthen your spine. Fold over the legs and just feeling like what is here. How do your legs feel today? If you can't straighten your legs, you can have a micro bend, but work to press the heels down, press the feet down, and draw the muscles of the legs into the bones and lift the legs up. And as the legs and the butt lift up, your belly starts to hollow and your neck is soft. Wow, come on up. Shake it out. Oh, yeah. Swing the arms. Swing the arms forward. I hope you can see me. Let's go to the side. You can go wide legs. I'm just going wide legs just to be in the frame, but what the heck? How's your breath? Swing side to side with wide legs. Wow. Okay, this is fun. Not knowing where we're going, not being attached to where we're going, actually kind of frees up the energy. Step wide. Turn your right leg out so the toes are pointing towards the front edge of the mat. And then the back toes are like slightly coming in. And my pelvis is like, it's not exactly to the side, but it's definitely not facing the front leg. Okay, so you're sideways, reach your arms up. You're spreading the pelvis away from the front leg. Can you accentuate? You can touch your right hand to your right inner thigh. Can you spiral from the inside to the outside of your leg? Like giving your thigh a little massage. Wow. Press the front foot down, elongate through the leg, and spiral. Okay, cool. How's the back leg? Can you press the heel down? I love triangle pose. Palms up. Can you look back for a second and accentuate the turning of the belly away from the front inner thigh? Wow. How does this make you breathe? Is there a sense of expanding your energy? Could you lift up through the heart, broaden the collarbones here, and now look to the side again, turn the palms down. You're going to tilt your pelvis as you reach out with your right hand, so you're kind of tipping sideways to come over your front leg. Let your legs stay stable. Can you elongate through the center of your spine? You could catch a brick for the right hand. How much can you reach your wingspan and create lung space? And then what happens when you stay? When you release the need to get anywhere? When you release the urge to make progress or be the best or achieve? Could you be content and whole and fulfilled with what is already in your life? The fact that you have a body, that you have a breath. Take the top arm to the waist, root down through your legs, hand come on up. Bend the front knee, heel toe to hop or step the legs together, and just be in mountain pose, kind of dripping the arms down. The chest is lifted. Take a few long, delicious, gratitude-full breaths. Thank you, body, you're amazing. I love you so much. We got this. Step wide. The left leg's turning out now. The pelvis is sideways, yeah? Take your left hand to the inner thigh and externally rotate the thigh bone and reach through both legs. So the heels are down. Reach wide. Palms up. Roll the shoulders down the back as you lift the heart. And then turn to the back leg, but keep externally rotating the front thigh so that the left buttocks doesn't hitch up. Tuck the left buttocks down towards the floor. Look towards the back leg. And then turn the palms down, look to the side, and come out over the left leg. You're tilting your pelvis so that you can come sideways. So you're going kind of diagonal with the pelvis. You could go on the shin. Maybe you find a brick for the left hand. Reach the top arm up. So you're drawing your awareness into the body in space. And it's like you're drawing with a pencil, with your feeling of your body. Feel yourself in space. You are here. I am here. We are doing a thing. It's called this moment. And there will never be another moment like it. What? It's surreal. We want to breathe, we want to feel, we want to be with it. Even when it's hard or challenging or boring or joyful. If we dull our awareness to avoid something we don't like, we train our awareness to be dull in moments when we want to show up fully for things we want to experience. So we're cultivating this unconditional awareness. Take your hand to your hip, bend your front knee. This time I want you to take your hands to the back of the mat, step back, downward facing dog, opposite way that we were doing before, same pose. Can you get your shoulders, your torso more back towards the legs? Can you press your hands down? Can you press the ground away? As you energize the arms, can you drape the head down? Bend your knees. Lift your heels, lift your butt, lengthen your legs, and a couple of times kind of pogo to get springy, bending, hopping, or stepping forward, forward fold. Hands to the waist. Come on up. Shake it out. Swing the arms. Swing the arms forward. Mountain pose. Let your eyes see everything unconditionally, without grasping or avoiding. How's your breath? How much of you is here? Welcome back. Hopefully more of you is here. Step wide again. Right toes out. Wide arms. Triangle pose. How is it this time? Is there presence in your back leg? Come on up again. Measure the wrists over the ankles. And make sure that, you're pressing your feet down into the mat. Turn the right leg out. And stay with a really as wide of a stance as you can balance when you come down. Triangle pose again. Hopefully this is a little bit wider and broader, and there's a feeling of expansiveness coming now. Can you keep your top hand stacked over the bottom hand so you're really turning your torso open in space? Take the top hand to the hip. Can you stay with the shoulder stacked and opened so you're not turning your chest down, you're staying sideways in this sideways plane? Start to bend. Like, I don't know if we should do this actually. Come up. Step the feet in. Hop yourself a little back. Even have the back foot off the mat. Now let's do it. Sideways, fingertips to the ground, sideways with the torso. Up and away you go. Back foot stepping in, front hand stepping forward. Ardha Chandrasana. The shoulders are stacked so your chest is open sideways. I didn't want us to go too far forward on the mat. Take some setting up. Can you expand and stretch your back heel and stretch through your spine? And reach the top fingers up to create a wingspan. Breathe. Can your eyes soften? Can you see everything without grasping? Can your standing leg be strong? Can you ungrip in places where you might be trying to balance, like your face or your jaw? Can you do the work with the legs mostly? And the back. Hand to the hip, bend the front knee, step down. Whew, come on up. Step together for mountain and just feel the difference. Wow, blood is moving, blood is rushing. Other side, let's start to the back of the mat this side. Left leg is turning out, and let's just do triangle with a big wide stance. So measure the wrists are over the ankles. Come on down. Is something becoming more like home? Where could you be more committed and fully here? Can the legs be fully here? Can the belly turn? Can you fully breathe into your lungs? And can you let go of your neck and head, letting them go a little bit back behind you even? Hands to the hip. right hand to the hip, bend the front knee. Find a brick or tint the fingertips, and you're gonna step your back foot closer in. You're gonna step your front hand further away. Come to balance on your left hand and your left foot. Again, turn the chest to the side, stack the top shoulder over the bottom shoulder, look to the side if you can. You can start looking down for balance, but as you find the sturdy leg, reach the top arm up. Maybe you look to the side. Maybe you look up. If you lose it, come back. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. A feeling of expansion. Stay a little longer than you think you can. And then hand to the hip. Bend your front knee. Step your back leg all the way back to the ground, back foot down. And then walk your hands forward and do a wide straddle. Have the edges of the mat parallel to the inner edge of your foot, so the toes face right forward. And be in a flat back for a moment. And then let an exhale carry you down into a forward fold. As you move the fronts of the legs back in space, can you soften and pour yourself a little more down? Okay. Walk your hands out, bend your knees. Make your way to a child's pose facing front on the mat. What has changed? How's your breath now? One more round of breath. Come on up. And I would like us to use something to sit on for a wide straddle. So sometimes when we sit on the ground, we get really slumpy. So if that's you, sit up. I'm using 2 folded blankets and I'm sitting on them kind of like a bicycle seat, where like the front edge is kind of like a little pizza point coming forward. And then my thighs are off the sides. Let your thighs press down, let your knees press down, press your heels down. Take the hands behind you. Can you soften the inner thigh? Can you soften the groin? Did it make your tongue stick out? Because the jaw is connected to the inner thigh and groin, so these joints often soften together. Reach up, hook your thumbs, and get very tall through your spine. Even as you press your legs down in opposite direction, does the pressing down help you to reach up more? And then go wide and reach to the inside of the leg. Maybe you can yogi toe lock your 2 peace fingers around the right big toe. Go very, very wide with your arm. Turn the belly, lean a little back, and then reach over your ear. Maybe you can even start to bend the right elbow, and maybe you can catch your left hand to the outside of your right pinky toe. And look under the arm. If that's not happening, just be with a long arm. Make sure wherever you are you can breathe and that you're not getting ahead of yourself trying to achieve or get somewhere. It's like this practice of doing but not doing. Doing but not being attached to the outcome. And really staying with the intention of loving your body, being in your body, enjoying being here. Walk to the center. Walk yourself up. Take the hands behind you. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart. Reach up, hook the thumbs, get very tall. Press the legs down, and then go to the other side. Wide arms, yogi toe lock. having some breaths in silence to feel what you feel. Not needing to run away from anything or fix it. Walk the hands in front of you. Come on up. Soles of the feet together, knees wide. Be for a moment here in Baddha Konasana. The inner thighs softening. Becoming intimate with your body, the vessel. And doing it in a way that's like not forcing it to do things, but noticing the subtle shifts as we rewire and repattern. A lot of tightness is actually more like the memory of the brain, and that it's like trying to feel safe and constricting, and that's what it remembers. Come to a cross-legged seat. And if this is uncomfortable, just lay down. And have a couple of breaths to feel what shifted in this short practice. Valuing your energy, valuing this thing that is always with us, that we don't always take time to regard or appreciate or cultivate. When we're rushing forward and just using our body to do stuff, and sometimes it has to slow us down. The body needs to get our attention, that it needs some rejuvenation or recalibration, something that wants to be felt. So just taking a couple of breaths to really just thank your body. Thank you, body, you're amazing. Thank you for all you do. And if there's a little bit of tension and anxiety around needing to move on, I invite you to notice that and to tenderly, like a loving parent, just kind of hold that energy of needing to rush and to actually lay down. So to meet that need to rush with a little bit of pause, you could have a pillow. Come on down, bend your knees. You could have a pillow behind your neck and head. Get the shoulder blades down by kind of rolling them and taking the palms up, kind of turning the arms so that the shoulders are flat. You could lift your butt away. Take your legs long. Ungrip. And as your body ungrips, can you let your mind ungrip? And then notice your breath. Does it come into the belly first? Let it move from your belly to your ribs, to your upper chest, like a wave. And then can you reverse so that you exhale the top of the chest, the ribs, and then the lower belly diaphragm last. So a couple of breaths like that, watching that wave come in. And then descending the chest, the ribs, and really, really exhaling even an extra couple of beats of extra exhale. Next inhale, you will fill up your belly, your ribs, and the top of your lungs. And you'll exhale from the top of your chest into the heart, down through the ribs, and you'll deflate the belly. And you'll exhale a little extra. So you feel really empty, like a tube of toothpaste that's almost gone. You're just really squeezing out the last breath. And then receive the belly breath into the ribs, up to the top of the lungs and collarbones even. And then let it deflate out your upper lungs, out your heart, out through your belly, really exhaling deeply. And then let go of the breath pattern and just be here. Hopefully any rushing has been softened, has been downshifted. Hear what you hear around you. Let yourself feel safe. And then start to wake up your body, bending your knees, gently opening your eyes and just taking in what's around you. Again, with like a softness and an openness, not like a harsh focus. Rub your head, rub your scalp. Give yourself some love, some touch. Oh my gosh. Come over to your side. Come on up to sit. Wow. Thanks for being here. I always intend for these to be 10 minutes and they end up being 30 minutes. So I don't know what to say about that, but hopefully it works for you. Let me know any thoughts or requests or, needs. I'm getting my website back up going, so if you haven't checked it out yet, LukeSimonMystic.com, and it's a place where I wanted to support people on their path and offering groups and sessions, and so check me out there if you haven't yet, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day and that maybe some of this stuff carries through this breathing, this being in your body, and the not needing to get somewhere, but sort of more like you can move through time and space in this like centered present way. Eat a lot of good food and drink a lot of water. Hydration, so key. All right, we'll see you again soon. Bye.